Most outfits don't fail because of the clothes. They fail because of this. And this is something that I call a security blanket we all keep coming back to, but the problem is it never actually gives the outfit anything. So let's remove the safety and actually build a look.
Be good, stay good.
Hello beautiful people, a warm welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena and I'm a professional stylist, and after styling thousands of outfits, I can tell you sometimes they fail because of one decision: choosing the safe option every single time, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let's take a few simple outfits and rebuild them properly. So coming back to the original look, and I know neutrals are the backbone of a wardrobe, they're the base of our style, but when we wear neutrals only, too much of it starts to wash everything out and the whole look just disappears. So don't be afraid to step it up a little and actually show something. So here I've got two different ways to elevate this look, so no matter your personal style, you will find your way into it. So let's take it in a slightly different direction. So the first thing I'm changing here is the top, because this one is a bit too neutral, a bit too faceless. So I'm swapping it for a striped tee. It's still classic, but now there's a bit of character, and this step alone already sets the direction. Next, the shoes. And this is not about trainers. I wear them all the time. I love them. But here, keeping them would keep the look too safe. So I'm switching to mesh ballet flats, and I know some of you are not happy with this trend, but you can easily swap them for classic ballet flats in a color that picks up the tones of the color of the top. And at this point, this is where it gets tricky, because it's a very easy trap to fall into, that matchy styling, and that's exactly what starts to feel dated. So instead of continuing to coordinate, I break it. I bring in black as a neutral color with no intention to match anything, and then this pale lilac trench, which is a much more unexpected choice. Now the look shifts completely. It's not just styled, it starts to say something. And that's the interesting part. You can tell a lot about a person through the way they style an outfit without them saying a word. So what do you see here? What kind of a character does this feel like? I mean, this is the version I would always choose. So now I'm curious, does this feel like someone who plays it safe or someone who knows exactly what she's doing? What do you think? And here's another interesting part. Even if you are still figuring out your style, still somewhere in between safe choices and trusting yourself, you can actually use styling to move that process forward, to speed it up. It's like a reversed styling. You style your outfit the way you want to feel. It's not about this specific colorful styling. Choose any destination you want to explore and get there through styling your look the way you want to feel. So you're not waiting to become that person. You choose what you want your style to say, no matter what it is, regardless of my personal style choices and preferences. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you feel like it's not your best day, but then you put on a colorful outfit and suddenly you feel better, because colors just have that way of bringing joy and energy. Well, at least this is something that I do regularly. And just sit with that for a second, because I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, SelfWho. They've been a big supporter of my channel and honestly made this video possible. Both the shorts and this striped tee I'm wearing here, and by the way, this striped top as well, are from SelfWho, and this is exactly why I like working with the pieces like this. You get a solid base like these shorts, and then something with a bit more character like this tee, and it's that mix that actually builds the look. So instead of everything blending in, something in the outfit actually carries it. And by the way, they have this striped top in so many different color combinations, so you can choose your favorite shades, and it's a lightweight wool blend, so the quality is a top notch. And as always, I will link all the fashion pieces I'm wearing today down below in the description box, along with all the needed information for you to recreate my outfits. So that was one direction, but you can actually move it to another direction, more grounded, more casual, coming back to the original look. So the first thing I'm changing here is the top for the same reason as before, and now I'm swapping it for a waistcoat. And immediately the whole silhouette sharpens. There's structure, there's something holding the look in place. It's actually part of a set, so it already feels more considered and more put together and more complete. Then I add a scarf just to break it a little, to bring in that small detail that makes the outfit feel more alive. And the rest stays quite grounded, because this version is not about colorful styling or playful details. It's more about wearable, casual style and more about shape. So instead of adding more, you define what's already there. Same starting point. I'm styling the same casual shorts here, but now it feels precise, more styled, and a lot more fashion forward, no matter what styling direction you prefer. So yeah, here you have two different directions with the same shorts. You just choose which one feels more like you. Moving on. Now, this one is a perfect example of playing it too safe, because pairing a blouse like this with basic black pants just downshifts everything, and this top doesn't deserve that. This one is from SelfWho, and I completely fell in love with it. The sheer fabric, this beautiful flower texture, that slightly modernized oriental closure, it has a very clear presence, a statement piece, but in a very soft and sophisticated way. And here it's almost muted, so let's give it a space to shine. First option, Capri Pants. It already feels lighter, a bit more current. Now the sandals have more space to shine. Same styling, by the way. I didn't change anything else except the pants, because I wanted to show you how one swap, just one swap, can completely shift the way the outfit reads. But then, if you really let the top lead, you go shorter. And I mean, I know minis are not for everybody. I totally get it. I'm not a super mini girl myself. But if you are, you should definitely try this, because now it actually makes sense. Now the proportions respond to the top instead of suppressing it, and it actually reminded me of this older Portuguese lady I met a few years ago, a very, very stylish lady, and she said something so simple. She said, "Elena, my rule is this: longer top, shorter bottom, shorter top, longer bottom." And it actually makes a lot of sense. It's just a very simple way to rebalance the outfit without overthinking it. Okay, now I'm curious. Do you stop at Capri or do you go all the way to mini? Drop a comment. And now, let's take this polka dot set. And this one can be tricky, because if you follow that classic polka dot mood, you can very easily fall into that dated pretty face effect. Elegant heel sandals paired with a very classic black tote, and I love both pieces. This black bag is my go-to, but here it just feels a bit faceless. And the main trap, if you need a warmer layer, you automatically reach for a classic blazer. And yes, a classic blazer, yes.
Why does she make me do this? Every time, all the time. I think she hates me. She definitely does. Now, are you happy?
Yeah, it's not easy to find a modest model these days. So yes, this direction feels a bit dated and almost kills that beautiful energy of the polka dots. So instead, I go the other way. I swap the heels for flat lace-up shoes, and yes, I will die on that hill. Heels are not the only solution for an elegant and modern look. You can drop them completely and actually look even better. Then, instead of the classic blazer, I bring in a modern wool bomber in the same shade just to deepen that navy and make it feel richer, and finally, white bag for a soft contrast. And now, look at these two and tell me honestly, which one would you choose? I mean, seriously, be honest, I can take it. Which one are you going for? And if you are into this kind of breakdown and this kind of transformation, make sure you are subscribed because this is exactly what I focus on here. And okay, so the last one for today. So we're kind of back where we started. Same story again. Soft neutral top, soft flowing skirt, very safe, too safe. And again, nothing is really happening here. And by now, you probably already see the pattern. When you are playing safe, you end up losing the game. So instead of leaving it in this pleasant but invisible zone, I start building it up again. First, I bring in the waistcoat to anchor the look a bit more, to give the upper part some presence so it doesn't just dissolve into the skirt. Then I add this scarf, and this is where things start to shift, because now we're not just getting dressed, we're creating a point of view. The print, the movement, the way it frames the body, and I mean it literally frames the look, because this darker border on the scarf creates a visual structure around the upper part. It immediately adds personality without making the look heavy, and notice it still stays soft, still casual, and still wearable, but now there's a focal point. And my favorite part, every time I see contrasting buttons like this, my mind goes straight to polka dots. So introducing a polka dot print in any shape or form instantly connects everything. It pulls the look together and gives it that character that was completely missing before. Now it actually says something, and that's the difference. Same base, same color family, but one version just exists and the other one communicates. And this is exactly what I mean when I say stop hiding behind the safe options, because styling can bring you so much joy and excitement. Just don't disappear in your own outfits. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Don't forget to check out my description box for all the needed information for you to recreate my outfits. And don't forget to follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Summer love.
I can see you still sitting there in front of your screen, and it means you have an extra time to watch another video. My recommendation would be, there's a pattern behind every cool outfit, and here it is. So if you ever felt like you're trying to recreate somebody's outfit, you saw it on Pinterest or Instagram, and something is off, I think you want to watch this video because I'll explain everything there. Click, see you there.